So, yeah, right. So, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We say, Double apostles and elders, a great most and reward of teachers, the apostles in truth, and we see how the teachers holy akim to the pushing wooden on truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season and season, we see Shadow Bomb. And once again, going into our video here, and this basically touching upon this epidemic that's happening in Texas, right? Which is the HIV disease. Now, it's not only happening in Texas, but this and becoming a big talking point recently, right? Because the numbers, there were videos circulating with nurses and so forth doing videos on the how high HIV is in Texas. It's like 17,000 or something along those lines in a week, right? So that's terrible. But like just like many other for example, I remember in Trinidad here there was a news article that was put out about how it have a high increase in sexually transmitted diseases. Actually them that are as bad as HIV is, right? Now, one of the things here I saw, right, because I was watching the Ella from Barbados do a video on it, and I went and searched up this here. So, this morning I had the distinct privilege of presenting on the panel ending the HIV epidemic in Texas, setting the stage. He said ending the HIV pandemic, and this is something that they can't end, and they won't end because over the years it have continually been on an increase, just like many other diseases that are outside there, right? Just like many other diseases, right? They believe that they could stop it and so forth, but they can't. Because now you have other diseases that, other than HIV, that there are many other diseases that are outside there, right? Many others. They talk about some other new sexually transmitted diseases on the rise, not just the normal that you know about, the normal STIs and normal STDs, you know. So that would be like HIV, that would be like gonorrhea and all these other stuff. Right, so he said that ending the HIV epidemic in Texas setting the stage, and they don't realize the Lord sent these things. Because you'll continue to live what? Adulterous, abominable. Right? That's why you'll continue to live on a day-to-day basis. Continue to be that wicked and adulterous generation. Continue to do things against the Lord. You know? Sleeping around, going around. And don't talk about you know with the other abominations in the midst, right? Like the LGBT and so forth. That's been, you know, like if when you, hey, you know, certain things you can say and certain things you can't say because YouTube and the so-called YouTube laws, right? But nonetheless, let me bring a priest up here because you see he ending the HIV epidemic, right? So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 78, verse 50. Right? He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to pestilence. And that is what the Lord do. Because when you go a quick Google search here. So when you look at the word pestilence, it's a fatal epidemic, disease, especially something like the bubonic plague. So it's a right. It's a pestilence means a deadly and overwhelming disease that affects an entire community. So that is what you're seeing here, a pestilence that is on the rise, just like many other pestilence that are coming out, that are being newly discovered or popping up, showing up. You know, it's not just one. So the statement he made was ending. You can't end because these things is being sent onto us for what? Because we continue to be against the Lord, right? These things continue to be sent unto you all because you continue to sin, continue to stray away from the Lord. So as the Lord say, He made a way to His anger, and He made a way to His anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to pestilence. You understand? So I'm going to go to the next scripture here. I'm going to jump to the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 49. It says, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. And that's what the Lord doing. You talking about ending when the Lord says he's sending. Right? He's sending. Right? He say, I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. So you're not going to escape. You can't end these things. That is why it's such a high increase, because these things are being sent. You know, every day you're hearing things about ringworms and being sexually transmitted, and some other stuff on the rise. They'll talk about the other stuff like the bird flus and all these things. These things is being sent unto you all. Because going back here now, it says 2nd Ezra 15 verse 27, it says, for now the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for God shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. You know, so you shall remain in them. So they're not ending, but you shall remain in it. Okay, sin, because just yesterday I brought out this precept doing a video. These two. Right? These two. So it says, for now the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for God shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Ye have sinned against him, and continue to sin against him every single day. A reason why these things are such on the high increase. Also, that adultery taking place. And you know, these people that come and do the videos, you know, they're on the TikToks, the YouTubes, or wherever it may be, they're on the Twitter here as well, talking about how adulterous they be. These women, they make joke, you know, they make it like a joke where they have a husband and they go and sleep with other men. And these men make it a joke to go and sleep with other men's wives. Now these things is on the uprise. 17,000 in a day. Let's play this video here.
Life is a game. Like, in all seriousness, in the past weeks, I had several patients coming in, finding out that they're HIV positive. And y'all keep making these posts and these jokes, and it's not funny. Like, this shit is ruining people's lives. From the early 20s to even as old as 50 years old. Stop playing. It's not funny. It's nothing funny about it. And you want to know what's so crazy? I seen a video of this gay dude on TikTok. He's a viral dude, bragging about how he just moved to Houston and he just met somebody baby daddy, somebody trade, somebody thug drug dealer, and he let him push shit out of him first night because he grown and all that, and he's still going about his way. Y'all think this is funny?
See the kind of sins that's being committed. You know, men who on the down low sleeping with other men and many other things that happening. And as she says, you all think if it's funny, and it's not, because at the end of the day, it's happening. You're not going to come out from it. These people here, they can't end it. It's going to continue. Let me just bring a scripture. This is book of Ecclesiastes chapter 39, and I'll start from verse Let me start from verse 27. They say, all these things are for good to the godly. So the sinners, they are turned into evil. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in the fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Right? So yeah, so that thing's created for the sinners. Lord talk about the sin and pestilence, as you see here, fire and hail and famine and death. These things were made for the wicked, for the sinners, right? And as you can see, she crying, all these other things. Look at our next video here. A woman calls man to tell him she tested positive for HIV and AIDS. She tells him that him and his baby mama need to go get tested. And this is the kind of wickedness that's going outside here. Some people they have the disease and they will continue to spread it. That spirit out for vengeance. You understand? Hey, you're not just like this person here ending the HIV. No, you can't. You can't. These things is being sent onto you all. And far worse coming. Right? So with that, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakodash. We say that when it's a person and Allah's agreement and reward the teachers of person in the truth. And we see how the teachers, how the arguments, the pushing word of truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season and season. We say, Shalom.